Hi there and welcome to our latest look at the constellations. Today we're going to look at probably my favourite constellation of them all, and lots of other people's favourite, Orion, the great constellation of winter, one of the brightest and best known constellations of the night sky, lying on the celestial equator. It contains 2 of the 10 brightest stars in the sky, and a number of nebula and deep sky objects. So let's begin. And we'll start with Rigel, Beta Orionis, the brightest star in the constellation with an apparent magnitude of 0.18. It's also the 6th brightest star in our skies. Even though it doesn't have the designation Alpha, it is almost always brighter than Betelgeuse, Alpha Orionis. Rigel is really a star system of 3 stars. It's been known as a visual binary since 1831. The name comes from Arabic meaning the left foot of the central one, and it's only about 10 million years old. Eventually it will go the same way as Betelgeuse and grow into a red supergiant. Alpha Orionis, Betelgeuse or Betelgeuse, is the 2nd brightest star in Orion, the 8th brightest in the sky, and it's a red supergiant with an apparent magnitude of 0.42, and it's about 643 light years from us. It's one of the most luminous stars known and has an absolute magnitude of -6.05. It is also one of the largest stars known. It's difficult to get an accurate measurement because it changes shape from time to time as a result of mass loss. It's classed as a semi-regular variable, its apparent magnitude varying from 0.2 to 1.2, which means Betelgeuse occasionally outshines the brightest neighbour Rigel, but this only happens very rarely. The star is believed to be about 10 million years old, which is not much for a red supergiant, but it's evolved very rapidly because of its enormous mass and will likely explode as a supernova in the next million years. So when you read in newspapers that Betelgeuse is about to explode, well, it is in star time, but not in our lifetime. Bellatrix, Gamma Orionis, sometimes known as the Amazon star, is the 3rd brightest star in Orion and the 27th brightest in the sky. It has an apparent magnitude of 1.64, is about 240 light years distant. The 3 stars of Orion's belt, Mintaka, Alnilam and Alnitak, are Delta, Epsilon and Zeta Orionis. Mintaka, which is Delta Orionis, is the westernmost of the 3 stars of the belt, the right star when observed from the northern hemisphere looking south. It's about 900 light years distant and has a magnitude of 2.23. Alnilam, or Epsilon Orionis, is a hot blue supergiant with an apparent magnitude of 1.7 and is about 1,300 light years distant. It's the central star of the belt and the 4th brightest star in the constellation. And Alnitak, or Zeta Orionis, is a multiple star system about 700 light years away with an apparent magnitude of 1.72. It's the eastern, or the left-hand star of the belt. Saiph, Kappa Orionis, is the 6th brightest star of the constellation with an apparent magnitude of 2.06 and about 720 years away, and Saiph is a blue supergiant. May I pause for a moment and ask you to subscribe to the channel? Subscribers mean a lot to me, and by subscribing it means you'll be kept up to date with all our regular updates. We generally put a video online about once every week. The Orion Molecular Cloud Complex, or Nebula Complex. The area below Orion's belt is quite complicated. We tend to think of it as the Great Orion Nebula, but that's only one component. Messier 42, the Great Orion Nebula, is a diffuse emission-reflection nebula located south of the 3 stars of Orion's belt. It's one of the brightest in the sky and can be seen from a dark sky location without binoculars with a visual magnitude of 4. It's 1,300 light years from us. It appears as a sort of blurry central star, Orion's sword. It's also the nearest known region of massive star formation to our solar system. The Trapezium is a young, tight, open star cluster located in the centre of Orion Nebula with an apparent magnitude of 4. It was discovered in 1617. Messier 43, de Mairan's Nebula, is a star-forming emission-reflection nebula in the region. It's part of the Orion Nebula, but it's separated from it by a large lane of interstellar dust. With an apparent magnitude of 9, it's 1,600 light years away. And M78, a reflection nebula. Surrounds two 10th magnitude stars and can easily be found in a small telescope. It has a visual magnitude of 8.3 and is 1,600 light years from us. And the famous Horsehead Nebula, known as Barnard 33, is located south of Alnitak, and it's a bright emission nebula, IC 434. The nebula is approximately 1,500 light years away, and it's got its name, Horsehead, because of the shape formed by dark dust clouds and gases that resembles the head of a horse when observed from Earth. I always think it looks more like a seahorse. Well, that's all for our look at Orion. I hope you enjoyed it, and I always think it is the sign of winter because it enters our skies just before Christmas and it sets around Easter time. So until next time, dark skies, take care, stay safe, and see you soon.